Hello! It is the 30th day of October. It is 1:35. And I am your spooky guide to all things spooky gaming. The OG Spooky. GM. Spooky. And it is time for a spooky deep dive into a spooky role-playing game. Are you ready? This just arrived. I ordered this so long ago, I almost forgot I ordered it because I have no brain. But it just showed up, and I am so excited because in space, no one can hear you eat a sandwich. That's right, it is the Aliens, the role-playing game starter set from Free League Games. I cannot tell you how long I have been waiting to get this. I cannot tell you how much I love the Alien franchise, even the bad movies. Prometheus and the Prometheus movies, not so much, but Aliens, Alien Resurrection, Aliens 3, the Sigourney Weaver stuff, the space stuff, the original role-playing game. I love the Aliens universe. I was so scared as a kid of Alien, which is basically just a slasher film on a spaceship, that I was afraid to go outside because I thought the alien would come to Earth and get me. That's how scared I was of the first movie. And as for the second movie, what a roller coaster. And it is such a great science fiction film because everything in Aliens is there for a reason and works. So, plus, it's from Free League Publishing, and we know that I love these guys, and I love their system. So, a 104-page rulebook with a fast and effective rule set designed specifically to support the core themes of Alien, horror, and action in the cold darkness of space. A 48-page complete scenario, Treasure of the Gods, by sci-fi novelist Andrew E.C. Gaska, taking you into the thrilling, terror-filled ride into deep space where no one can hear you scream. It's designed for 3 to 5 players. 5 pre-generated characters. A huge full-color double-sided map with one sign depicting the character-chartered space in the year 2183 and the other floor plans. 84 game markers. 56 high-quality custom cards for weapons, personal agendas, and initiative and combat. We talked about the cards with Mutant. And a set of 10 engraved base dice and 10 in stress dice designed specifically for the Alien role-playing game. Because in space, no one can see you unbox a role-playing game. So let's open this and take a look, shall we? Oh, I am so excited. And what a perfect thing to show up for Halloween. We know that's supposed to be Ripley. Right. All right, right off, we have the mysterious packet of whatever this is that's in every box thing. We have the dice. This is the combat dice. And this is the stress dice. We have the 2020 game catalog from Free League. So the only game I'm missing now from Free League is Forbidden Lands, if somebody has a copy and wants to send it to me. And Coriolis, and that's the entire Year Zero system as far as I know. I don't think Symborium and Vassum use the Year Zero system. I really have no interest in Vassum, Nordic horror role-playing. And Symborium just sounds like another fantasy game. So how is that different than Forbidden Lands? But yeah, here are the cards. There's another pack of silica. I guess they really don't want you things. So we talked about these cards in Year Zero. You know, they're the gadget, agenda, and combat. Here is the map of explored alien space and the floor plans of the spaceship. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at that. Oh, man, I so just want to run this. Here is the Chariot of the Gods Adventure. Here are the pre-generated characters. We've got Cham, Davis, Miller, Rye, and Wilson, all fulfilling the generic thingies of the game, the, classes. We've got, some example of the system: strength, agility, empathy, and wits. Very familiar, if we're familiar with the D6 system that is year 0. We've got some markers for the spaceship, including little xenomorphs. And of course, the starter guide for Aliens, the role-playing game. And let's just go. Do they have pictures from the movies like they did in the original Aliens role-playing game, or do they just have their own art? And it looks like they have their own art. I'm not seeing anything from the movie here. Does anybody have the real role-playing game? Does they know if there's pictures from the movies in here? Because the original Aliens role-playing game was licensed and did have pictures by Geiger and from Aliens and Alien, including some unseen stuff. And one of the things about the role-playing game is it showed stuff that was supposed to be in Aliens, but we never saw, an Alien and we never saw, including some of the guns that we saw in Aliens but never got to see used. We actually got to see them used. We got to see how they defended in the game. They talked about the training the Marines went through. They showed pictures. They showed what the aliens eat and what they do, because not with some of their captured victims, because not all of them are for breeding. Some of them are turned into food. But this is not showing anything from the game. It is showing some great spacey art without too much art. It's obviously they chose to make it all black and blue and look technical and be about, cinematic play. And it's the year 0 system, so it's everything we're familiar with. There's 2 types of games you can play. There is a alien style game where you can be colonial marines or corporate whatever, and then there's also just a dark space campaign that you can just set in this universe, so sort of like Firefly but with horror. Now, Alien is obviously one of the best space horror films, with the exception of maybe the Amityville Horror one in space. What's it called? No, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So yes, I cannot wait to get into this. I cannot wait to talk about this. I cannot wait to read this. I cannot wait to watch Aliens. Get away from her, you witch. The xenomorphs. Oh, thank you, Geiger, for filling our nightmares still to this day. Such an iconic character. Such an iconic story. We'll forget the Prometheus ones and just focus on the good stuff. So the stats are strength, agility, empathy, and wits. It's a D6 system just like previously. We've got conditions just like in year 0 and Tales from the Loop. We've got then stats that are derivations above the stats of the main stats, range combat, stuff like that. You got a number of D6s. You roll. Every 6 is a success. 1 success to 2 successes, usually most encounters, but some will go further to like 3 or 4 successes, which is why you have to have higher numbers in the later game, especially when fighting a xenomorph. Obviously, this probably deals with other things besides xenomorphs in the actual role-playing game, though the starter set is probably xenomorph-centric. Yes, what an exciting and Halloween-appropriate package to arrive. Aliens, the role-playing game. In space, no one can see you eat a sandwich. We will go into this further once I've had a chance to read it. I am your grumpy guide to all things gaming, the OG GM. If you appreciate this content and want to see more, comment down below. If you don't appreciate this content and want me to shut the fuck up, comment down below. If you are feeling generous with the holidays and want to see me review more role-playing games, maybe consider supporting me, because this is probably one of the last role-playing games I can afford to get right now, sadly. So, yeah. And if you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please think about subscribing. And because I'm trying to get 500 subs by the end of the year, and if I do, I will do something insane. Support me, water, and I will talk to you spookies later. Ah, it's on my face! It's on my face!